spirit don't leave alone. Your face or your name, and the wind through your bones is all that remains. And we're all gonna be, yeah. And we're all gonna be, yeah. Said we're all gonna be, yeah. Said we're all gonna be just dirt in the ground. Quilled from a buzzard, the blood writes the word. I wanna know, am I the sky or the bird? 'Cause hell is boiling over and heaven is full. We're chained to the world and we all gotta pull. And we're all gonna be, yeah, yeah. Said we're all gonna be, yeah, yeah. Said we're all gonna be, yeah. We're all gonna be just dirt in the ground. Now the killer was smiling with nerves made of stone. He climbed the stairs and the gallows groaned. And the people's hearts were pounding, they were throbbing, they were red. As he swung out over the crowd, I heard the hangman said, we're all gonna be, yeah, yeah. We're all gonna be, yeah, yeah. So we're all gonna be, yeah. We're all gonna be just dirt in the ground. Now Cain slew Abel, he killed him with a stone. The sky cracked open and thunder groaned. Along the river of flesh, can these dry bones ever live? Ask a king or a beggar, and the answer they'll give is that we're all gonna be, yeah. We're all gonna be, yeah. Said we're all gonna be, yeah. We're all gonna be just dirt in the ground. 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 Got some phase issues right around 200 hertz with that Hammond organ. Not real Hammond organ, of course. Emulator. But meter readings are looking good. Pretty balanced. I'd like to bring sonority down a little bit and dark up a little bit. I'd like them to be more, brightness is fine around 10%. I'd prefer sonority and dark to be balanced around 40 each. Or, that would be like, so at any given time, between 40 and 50 sonority and dark, and between 10 and 20 bright. Yeah, I might have to maybe hit the phase polarity button on the, let me see, this track. I've got two Hammond tracks. The solo, I can't go on too long with this because YouTube might copyright strike me. I don't know. This is a cover. One time I played this is a Tom Waits song from his album Bone Machine. One night I played a live Tom Waits cover on this channel, and I did get a copyright notice, but it wasn't a strike. Apparently Mr. Waits, or his management or whatever, at least with that one, they were okay with me doing a cover, but we'll see. But anyway, Josh, check it out, man. You see, I went on about how stupid my Hammond part was last night. So I just, yeah, why was I bitching about it? I wasn't bitching about it, but I thought, hey, maybe I can pull off a solo. No, I didn't pull it off in real time. I composed it, and I played it in parts, and I had to go in with the mouse and edit, right? Because I'm not a real player. But I composed that. I think it's okay. But anyway, I doubled the solo into another Hammond track, and then kind of extended it, let it lead off into the final verse and outro. So I could see by the meter that those phase dips around 200 hertz there was a direct correlation with this part. Not that I don't think it's a huge problem. The more I look at other recordings on that meter, it's very common just to have a song that just has, usually owing to some part in the arrangement, there will just be like a consistent temporary dips in one or more frequency bands. So I'm not too concerned about that. It sounds pretty good overall. Josh, last night when in my message to you, I was kind of going on a bit about Tom Waits and that album Bone Machine. I laid down and tried to go to sleep to it, and it's the second song on the album, and I just kept listening to it. It's just, God, what a great song. It's so simple. So simple. Just, you could learn the chords in a minute flat and less. And, but wow, just that simplicity really gets the job done. And,
Yeah, it's just so elegant, this song. So I just couldn't sleep. I started hearing how I might do it. And so I got up out of bed and I started tracking it. And by the time the sun came up, I had 5 tracks. And, or no, I had 6. Yeah, I had 6. And then I doubled the Hammond solo earlier this evening. So, this is for my reference mainly. By the way, Josh, I didn't catch all of your live stream earlier tonight. I tuned into it sort of right in the middle of you responding to my message last night, and I'm not going to reply specifically, except for one thing. I made a note about one thing you said. You used some good analogies, the elephant in the bird cage, and you expressed yourself quite well. And you asked a question. I think I wrote it down verbatim. Is it fundamentally correct to avoid that pressure? Talking about the onus, I used the word onus. You used the word pressure. Is it fundamentally correct to avoid that pressure? And let's say as briefly as possible. I don't think it's a matter of correct or incorrect, much less fundamentally. But I want to reiterate that pressure is not necessary. I mean, you may find it necessary, I don't know, but it's not strictly necessary. And it's something that is possible to put aside, let go of. It's up, it's up to everybody individually. It's just something that for myself, I find I'm better off without it. So anyway, with that said, Josh, and I really hope this video, I hope YouTube is not a dick about this. I hope they let me post this. Josh, I gotta say, there's something different about you tonight. You're different. I don't know what it is. You say you're scared, you have fear, trepidation, all that, but it didn't come through in your tone of voice, your way of speaking, the expression on your face. You just look like you got another wind in you. Sound like it. I think you're going to do just fine, man. You just got to get past all that mental talk, that committee of critics living in your mind. And I want to reiterate, once again, this is the most important thing that I have to say. If anything that I have to say is important, I think this is important. This is my essential message, Josh. And this is not true for everyone. It may not even be true for me. I say even because, I'm the one talking about it. But no matter what you do, it's going to be you. I don't know if I didn't hear everything that you had to say. I didn't hear you address that point, but That's the most essential point. I don't know if I got that through. It's a very powerful thing to say. And one more thing I want to say is I now have more, I don't want to use the word comprehensive. That's stupid. I have a deeper understanding of what's going on in your mind with this thing. And I just want to say, I haven't heard all of your recordings, but but everything I've heard, I'm just, I'm a fan. But I got to tell you something, man. My favorite thing of yours, still to this point, is Feed the Lions. You talked about wanting to go on and move on and do music that is more about you as you are at this stage in your life. And I think that's like more like Feed the Lions type stuff. And if that's where you're going, ooh, well, yeah. I mean, I like, I like prog. I like concept albums. I love that stuff. I mean, big Rush fan. I think everyone loves 2112. My favorite concept album from Rush was Hemispheres, man. Love Hemispheres. Hemispheres just, oh. But others, I mean, I remember, who was it? Roger Waters, Radio Chaos. I used to be a big fan of that album. I mean, I love the concept albums. My Temple album was a concept album. It wasn't prog, but it was a concept album. But so I have an appreciation for the concept album, but me personally, I want to hear more of the Wondom stuff. I want to hear more. Yeah. So anyway, you're going to get through this. I have every faith in you. Okay? I can't wait to hear how tomorrow goes with your vocal tracking. All right, so I've already gone on too long with this, and this is all going to be for naught if YouTube decides to be a complete dick, which it probably will be. But, okay, so I'm just going to flash through my console view so I can come back through here and pause and write down the settings. So there are my levels. Haven't flipped any polarities yet. There are my plugins. And I suppose I should click on the Air Windows ones. Let me see. All right, well, the tempo delay is Voxengo. It's on low pass tremolo. I don't think I tweaked anything. I did set the BPM to 77, which is the BPM for this song. IDX, I pretty much know what I did with all those. Let me see. TB compressor on drum bus. There are the settings. Okay, I'll just click through these so I can come back and pause if need be. That's what I'll do. Okay. Right there. Air windows, clip softly. All right. Got good old time machine. Added some lo-fi to that solo. Good old easy cue. Might need to rethink that setting. Big hair, which is usually only for vocals, but I put it on that solo. And this is why I might need to rethink the easy cue, because I ended up adding slew 3 to darken it, which I could be darkening it here maybe. So let me see, acoustic guitar there. All right, OCS 45. Seriously 2. This is my first time trying Voxengo stereo touch. All right, vocal. Easy cue. Unusual setting for me, but this just seemed right for this vocal, this recording. Bright ambience 2. Par for the course. Big hair. All right, clip softly. It should be at the end. Why isn't that at the end? Right, slew 2 should be before the clipper. Okay. Right, and okay, good old STFU. This is on the electric guitar part. And finally, seriously 2. I'm going to have to rethink that. Gonna have to rethink that one. Okay, mix. Let's go through the pro channels real quick. Okay. Let's see. EQ is drum bus 2. Tube. Drum bus warm. Console. Drums warm. The contact. Okay. No compressor. Okay. EQ warm lead 1. Synth warm lead 1. Tube. Mix bus warm. Console. Warm lead. Synth warm lead. Okay. First Hammond. No compressor. Synth warm lead 2. Mix bus warm. Clean and transparent on console. Okay. Next. Hammond solo. I didn't EQ that. Well, so be it for now. No EQ thus far. I just didn't do anything to, I didn't set this pro channel yet. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to put the Neve on there and warm. And let me see. I'm just going to leave the EQ for now. Those two. And acoustic guitar. All right. This time I'm using acoustic light and high. Really needed to declutter these frequencies down here. Am using the Pro Channel's compressor acoustic thick. Tube is mix bus warm, and console is Neve. Vocal. All right, again, decluttering in the lows. No compressor. Vocals lead 02. Tube. Vocals smooth. Console. Vocals lead smooth. Electric. Okay, I didn't set the Pro channel for this one either. I could have sworn I did that. Well, that's going to make a difference there. We're going to go with electric rhythm. And we're going to go with electric dirt bag. Why not? Go back and give this a quick listen to see how this changes things. Guitar electric dirt bag. Wait, what's going on here? It should be turning on automatically. Okay. All right. Might need to go back in here and scoop this out. Yeah, why the hell not? Let's go with electric rhythm. Probably doesn't need the compressor, but what the hell? Let's see how it sounds. I also set the... Okay. Yeah, we're going to go right pure... Both of the... Right where the solo kicks in, that's where the electric guitar kicks in. And let's see how it sits now. Pro channel off. And then I'll go through the mix bus. So... Back to track view, and let's see how this sounds now.
So we're all gonna be, we're all gonna be just dirt in the ground.
Yeah. Brings out that Yep.
Now came swing, he killed it with a stone. The sky cracked open.
Okay. And last but not least, in the mix bus, we got Relife, bus compressor, TV bus compressor, auto release off. These two knobs where I usually have them. I didn't bring pump up. I usually like pump up around 17, 19. Let's just mid side off. I just didn't like that. Okay, ratio at 2.3.
So we're all gonna be, we're all gonna be just dirt in the ground. a stone. The sky cracked open and thunder groaned. Along the river of flesh, can these dry bones ever live? Ask a king or a beggar, and the answer they'll give is that we're all gonna be. Yeah.
These two knobs are kind of bringing out the transience on the acoustic guitar a little bit more. I find that nice. Oh, that needs to be on. Okay. So that's looking good. And 2 tape 8, usual settings. Ferric, gentle leveling, although I might want to see how that sounds just at default.
So we're all gonna be. We're all gonna be just dirt in the ground.
I'm liking that better at default right now. Some things I like better about gentle leveling, but I think I'm going to go with default for now. Let me see what all the knobs are all the way off, but there's still something. It's still doing something. It's just kind of a mixed glue. Okay, real bus on Swiss Legends. No tweaks. Next, we've got Air 4 ratio all the way at 1, just to nip any overslewing in the bud. Although that might be an issue actually with this kit. Every trim, mids up, sides down, master at 0. Okay, and then everything else is meter. Okay. What else? There was something else. Oh, what was it? Something else I wanted to check, and now it's completely slipped my mind. It was just there 20 seconds ago. Shit, what was it? It was just right there. I'm going to pause this and get a hit of nicotine. Sometimes that jogs my memory. Okay, it came back. I wanted to quickly make a note of the fact that I changed the drum kit to electro, category electro. Let's see, for metal, electronic techno kit, which has a really big sound. You'd think that it was the reverb. The reverb knob is all the way down, but it still sounds like this. Anyway, that's it. And not bad for less than 24 hours, I think. Okay, let's see, is there anything else? Nope. Okay, I better close this out. And let me see. Okay, see you guys on the flip side. Over and out.